Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people. And Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
Well, I was the dance captain of the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes back in the day. Mm-hmm. I danced for the Atlanta Hawks. So I was a professional dancer. I choreographed a show at the Venetian called Beats of Passion. I was a magic assistant. You know, it's funny because people will say, Debbie, what haven't you done? I cut hair. I got my license in that. I got my life insurance license. You see what I mean? I've done a lot of things because I really enjoy life. I love learning.
Yeah, I love learning as well. I spent a lot of time on the computer researching when I was younger and learning the world, you know?
Yeah, there is so much out there and you can never learn it all. You know what I mean? So for me, I love self-help stuff. And, you know, when it says self-help, like I've had people argue with me, well, you can't do anything without the Lord. And it's like, no, you can't. But God helps those who help themselves, right?
Yeah. You want to hear who had the biggest impact on me and it was given to me through God?
Yes.
Andy McPhee. Andy McPhee.
Really?
You ever heard of him?
I think I have.
He's an Australian actor out in Los Angeles and Melbourne, Australia, and he's an acting coach and mentor and was involved in the judging of Women of Achievement, and I've done video work for them, and yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's where I know you from, is from Women of Achievement.
Oh, which pageant were you at?
Well, I judged for them one time, and now Marlene is the director. She is also in with she's the North America United World title.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Did you judge at the pageant in 2023 or 2021 in Phoenix?
I judged in, I want to say 23.
Yeah, I was there, and I was the guy with the beard and the yellow suit, you know, getting the video work and talking with the ladies.
Very nice. Yes, it was a fun pageant. I really enjoyed it. I was actually supposed to join the pageant this year. I wanted to do that, but I had so many goals that I wasn't able to do it this year. So it is on my list of things to do, but this year my main thing is I'm taking my kids on a 7-day Mexican Riviera cruise. And I've got some other like trips and stuff that I'm doing with them, you know, because they're getting older and they may leave the house, and I just want to have good memories with them.
That's good. You're not skipping Christmas, though, to take the cruise, right?
No, absolutely not. Actually, actually, the cruise is already paid for. Excursions paid for. We're ready to go. I'm excited.
You know what I was referencing there, right?
No, what were you referencing?
The movie Christmas with the Cranks, Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah. That is such a cute one, and we watch that one every year. No, I definitely... Christmas is important. We love Christmas time, the holiday time here, and, I just want to make memories with the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, and I'm heading out to the UK in July, looking forward to it.
Very nice. Yeah, so, a pageant would really just be me working on myself, and I decided to do that as well, but without the pageant. So I'm back in the gym with a coach and trying to, just get back into shape and be my best self. Because I think that's a non-stop process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've said you've learned throughout your life. What happened to you that led you to learn the biggest lesson ever?
Not to settle. I think a lot of times in my life, I settled for things because I didn't know my own worth, my self-worth. And I don't think I need to settle. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just going after it, and because I believe, and I've always done that with my career. If I wanted something, I went for it. And if I made it, I made it. How many auditions I would tell my kids, I was dance captain of the Rockettes, but how many auditions did you think I went to that I didn't make it? You know what I mean? And you can't let those blocks or things let you down. It just means it wasn't in your path or for your journey.
Or it could mean as well that you have several no's you have to get through before you get a yes.
That's correct. And you just keep going for it. A person can get an idea and they think, I'm going to do this, and they go for it, and it just doesn't happen for them. Well, maybe not the first time, but organize it a different way, try again. And you keep trying, and it's those people that are successful are the ones that keep try, and try again until they make it. You know what I'm saying?
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Absolutely, and that's where that comes from, because it's so true.
One thing about trains, it doesn't matter One thing about trains, it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on,
There you go.
Yeah. You want to hear a good joke I know, just to sort of lighten your mood a bit?
I'd love it. Give me one.
My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. Here's another one. My parents raised me as an only child, which really infuriated my sister. Oh, and here's another one. I won $3 million on the lottery, so I decided to donate a quarter of it to charity. Now I have $2,999,999.75.
Nice. That's awful.
I could just say I donated a quarter of that to charity, and then if I get discovered, it's like, hey, I didn't lie.
Exactly. That's great. I love it, Doug. I love it.
Yeah. So you want to hear a lesson I learned when it came to me and my journey, an important lesson?
I would love to hear what.
One of the biggest lessons I learned through Andy McPhee is, if you want to have the best life, you have to really put others above yourself and not do things just to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And doing unto others the way you would have them do unto you,
I agree. I'd have to agree with Mr. Andy McPhee. Yes.
He taught me a lot, and before I met him, I was pretty introverted. I'm not as extroverted as I am now. And part of the reason why I struggled growing up in school and all that, which is a story for another time, is I had with my autism and all that, I had a hard time being around people,
Sure.
I was very shy, and I was very nervous when it came to assignments, that involved working with other people. And and after my high school graduation, I just went through all that through the graduation ceremony, and when it was all said and done and I was settled into my adult life, I just thought, what on earth did I do the past few years? I was just thinking, why did I do all that stuff? I just was like, really, I could have made a lot of better choices if I just thought at the time. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
I think we all go through that.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
when I sought mentorship with Andy and learned a bit about what I was gonna do, one of the things he said to me was, Douglas, just remember that when you join my acting coaching and life coaching, you're gonna interact with people, including my fellow clients, because that's how we do things around here. If you're not able to do it, I understand, but you're gonna need to find someone else then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that took me out of my comfort zone, and it took about 3-4 years before I became who I am with Relentless and Unstoppable and all that with him.
Of course.
Yeah,
how many people do? They stay in their shell because of a fear of coming out and being fearful of what others are going to think. What are they going to say about you? And I just don't think we should live life like that.
No.
Be proud of who you are. We all have a voice,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to speak up for other people. Yeah, be heard.
Yeah, and be heard, and just move on from the bad stuff. And in biblical terms, run away and don't look back, or you'll become a pillar of salt.
There you go. Yeah, we're all different. I mean, if we weren't, could you imagine this world if we all looked the same?
It would be boring.
It would be so mega boring. I mean, yeah. It's those differences that make us unique and special, and that's what I love. That's what makes life fun. Yeah.
I'm all about diversity, it just differences need to be accepted, and we need to respect other people for their beliefs, and if we do, we build good relationships, if we accept people for who they are and not try to convert them when they don't want to.
Absolutely. It's like, I don't care who you voted for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's your business. I mean, we can have differences and see things differently. All right, Doug, it was so nice talking with you, and this was a great conversation. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. It's probably one of my favorite episodes recorded lately. You did really good.
Well, thank you so much. Well, I can't wait to hear it. So please send it to me. Send me the link or something.
Yep, sounds good. I'll send it to you in 60 years' time.
Great, wonderful. Let me know if you need anything, like a picture or anything. Okay?
I definitely will. I'll let you know. And so yeah, everybody, I'd like to thank Debbie for appearing on R&U. And please check her out on her social media sites and her podcast. And we'll see you next time on R&U.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia, saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.